The inner senses are centered around your heart, which is your engine. When that engine goes down, you're gone. Your brain can go down and you keep going. This heart goes down, you're out. So your engine is the first of your inner senses, is this heart space. We have two types of humans on the planet right now, 5 sensories and 6 sensories, and they're not at all the same breed of cat. The 5 sensory is the person who only works with the left brain, the outer senses, and the identity of who you are is your ego. So we're lopsided. When you are in a 5 sensory world, the only thing that's real, like I want to talk about the real world, is the world that energetically you can perceive in the physical space. That's real. Although quantum physics has already pointed out to us that that's only an illusion. It just appears real because the vibration is slower. Now, when you are in that left brain, 5 sensory real world, it's limited. So everything is me against you. And you scare me. And up goes the barrier that keeps us separate. And we start to look for, what do you want? What are you doing? Where are you going that doesn't take care of me? So everything in life becomes threatening at some level. We're always ready to put up the boundaries. So think about that in your own life. That level of awareness that some people call boundaries, but in fact is quite different. It's walls. It's not boundaries at all. Nobody can connect. The consequence of that is loneliness. It's epidemic on this planet right now. Loneliness, because when you can't connect, when you're in your head, when you're in your ego, you can't feel. You can't feel, you don't connect, you're by yourself. Then you're some existential crisis. You know that I don't have the resources to get through life alone, but I feel so alone. So then you double down on the boundary. The way that it looks physically is this. You have one thing I call drive-by eyes. Hi, I'm good, fine. Isn't that annoying? Your eyes are moving, but you're not seeing a thing. The other thing is you have what I call, you may not really know what this is because I date myself, but I call it Howdy Doody mouth. Howdy Doody was this wooden puppet, and you'd be like, hi, I'm fine, I'm good. And your jaw is very stiff, and when you speak, it's all very contracted around your throat. How are you? Fine. Fine. Good. Good. Drive-by eyes. Good. Fine. And then the other thing is you have a very tight butt because you're scared, so you clench. You lose your spontaneity. You walk around a little bit like this. Good. One of my clients said it's like watching a white man dance at a wedding. No offense. Because you're just disconnected from your power, your hara, your spirit. And when you start to evolve and wake up these inner senses, everything changes. The inner senses are centered around your heart, which is your engine. When that engine goes down, you're gone. Your brain can go down and you keep going. But this heart goes down, you're out. So your engine is the first of your inner senses, is this heart space. When the heart wakes up, your spirit steps in, your essence. You know that authentic self you're looking for? It's here, right here. Breathe. And the second sense is your gut wakes up. Your gut is your power and choice. My spirit is here, and it gets to choose. It gets to create. And it has to scan the energies to see what it aligns with, what supports you, what lifts you up versus what energetically is incongruent. So we don't have to right wrong anybody. All of a sudden, it's no longer me against you. The ego is quiet. The spirit comes alive, and it's like going from AM radio to satellite. All of a sudden, a whole world exposes itself of energy, of awareness, intuition, inner senses is a real thing. It's not a metaphor. It is a perception and an awareness of energy that the physical senses cannot register. They are limited. They're like the AM radio. You begin to feel people's intentions. You get to feel the energy of the planet. You get to feel and experience, but we have to watch our language because we're not talking about emotional feeling. We're talking about energetically receiving information. Rub your hands together right now and shake them apart. Just shake them apart. And then put them together about 6 inches apart, palm to palm. Don't hold your breath and feel that subtle force. That is a good 75% of your intuitive information. You're receiving if you're present. But if you're checked out in your head, you can't feel this energy. But your physical self, both inner and outer senses, mind and spirit, are constantly scanning for this energy. That's why we say I have a feeling. I have a vibe. We say that too quite naturally because it's vibration. It is a vibration. We are experiencing that vibration. And the only reason that most of you are not feeling or experiencing an intuitive life is because you were taught quite intently to ignore it. You were actually told you had to ignore it and that the only thing that mattered and was real was what your authoritarian figures in school and your families told you. You were actually unplugged. You started out this completely aware and feeling. So if you subscribe and continue to subscribe to those beliefs, you're going to fight yourself. But in fact, the authorities have changed. The information has changed. There is no longer this absolute intuition is Weirdoville. In fact, I was just looking the other day at a book. I don't remember the name of the guy, but it's called The Sentient Cell. And a group of scientists pointed out that every cell in your body is conscious. It's like, yeah, 40 years later, 50 years later, what I've been saying, every part of you is tuning in if you simply become reconnected and allow yourself to be that conscious. So that begs the question, do you want to be? Well, for the 25 of you who said that, this is the day your life will surely change.